is a big day for us. We finally get to meet the Casey and Bella author. Mrs. Sullivan has been reading you all of the books, and you finally get to hear more about the stories and how they were created. This is Miss Jane. She is the author of the book series, and she is going to talk to you today.
I'm so excited to be here. First, I want to thank Miss Sweeney for inviting me to your school, as well as all the staff. I'm really excited to be here, and today hopefully you guys will have a lot of fun. First, I'd like to ask everybody in this room to raise your hand if you like dogs. Wow, excellent. Can anybody guess why today, especially today, that I would ask you if you like dogs? Let's see. Yes, in the blue shirt, go ahead.
We'll go learn about Casey and Bella.
Great job. And Casey and Bella are two dogs. Now, Casey and Bella are two cartoon dogs that I'm holding here in my hand, right? Casey's the big doggy and Bella's the little doggy. Now, raise your hand if you know that Casey and Bella are not just cartoon dogs, but they're real dogs. Raise your hand. Wonderful. And since Casey and Bella are real doggies, and they're my doggies, they're my pets, just like if you have dogs or pets at home, you can write stories about your pets. I write stories about Casey and Bella. But since the real Casey and Bella could not be here in person to meet you today, because some children are allergic, and you know, it's hard for the doggies to come to all the schools, but guess what? I have a presentation for you where I'm gonna show you pictures of the doggies and videos of the doggies doing silly things. Does that sound good? Yeah! Raise your hand if you like video games. Wow. Well, guess what, boys and girls? If everybody in this room continues to be quiet, awesome students like you are now, which means everybody's sitting up nice and straight, right? Nobody's talking to their neighbor. If you have a question or something you want to tell me, just raise your hand and you'll have a chance to talk. And guess what? You guys can ask me anything you want today because this presentation is all about you. So I'm going to ask everybody to take a deep breath, go, let it out, go, sit up nice and straight, crisscross applesauce, put your listening ears on, go, zip your lips, go, zip. Awesome. Now remember, we're all going to be super quiet and no talking to our neighbors or our friends, right? Because we've got a lot of fun stuff to cover today. And if you continue to be an awesome audience of good listeners like you are now, we're going to play some Casey and Bella video games together today. Does that sound good? Boys and girls, guess what? Today is not about me. Today is not about my dogs, Casey and Bella, although you'll get a chance to meet them and see what they look like. Today is all about you boys and girls. The reason I'm here is for you. So raise your hand if you've ever written a story. If someone said, what's an author? What would you say? Who knows? Raise your hand up nice and high. And I'm calling a student in the last seat in the corner. Go ahead.
Make sure you write a good story and it will catch the reader's attention.
Great job. So boys and girls, if an author is someone who writes a story, and I just asked you all in this room if you've ever written a story and you all raised your hands, what does that make everybody in this room? And you can yell it out. Authors! Awesome. So guess what, boys and girls? There's absolutely no difference between myself and all of you, except that the storybooks I write about my doggies, Casey and Bella, those storybooks are sold in stores like Barnes & Noble. But guess what? Your stories about your doggies, your pets, your friends, your adventures can be sold in stores too. There is no age requirement or no special age you have to be. There is no special classes you have to take, okay? If you want to become a published author, you could become a published author tomorrow. Raise your hand if you already knew that. Wonderful, because when I was in school, your age, I thought to become a published author that you had to take special classes, you had to be this amazing writer, and you had to be older. But guess what? If you enjoy writing, every single student in this room could become a published author. That is why when you leave here today, every single one of you is going to get your very own Casey and Bella bookmark. And on that bookmark are pictures of the doggies, and there's 2 websites with free video games and videos. But there's also an email address on there. Boys and girls, that is my personal email address, okay? And the reason I'm giving this to you is because whether it's tomorrow or 5 years from now, if any student in this room writes a story and you want to get that story published, you can email me and I will help you through the process, all right? I'll send you step-by-step instructions on how to become a published author and even a list of publishers. And that's because I believe in all of you and I want you to believe in yourself, because when I was your age, I didn't know that I could become a published author in 1st and 2nd grade, all right? So I want you guys to believe in yourselves and know that you can do anything you put your mind to, all right? But not everybody wants to become a published author. Some of you in this room, I'm sure, have other dreams or goals of what you want to become. I'm sure some of you want to become police officers, teachers, lawyers. Maybe you want to play for the Celtics or the Bruins or the Red Sox, or maybe you want to become a scientist. Does anybody in this room already know what you want to be when you get older? Raise your hand. It's been scientifically proven that if you have a dream or a goal in life, the more excited and inspired and passionate you are, which means you're really excited about your dream, that your dream has a better chance of coming true, because when you're inspired and motivated, it helps you stay focused on your dreams. So here's what I want you to do. If you have a dream, I want you to be excited about that dream. So I'm going to call on the students who are excited, and I'm going to ask you to wave your hand in the air to see how excited you are, and I'm going to come around the room. All right, so let's hear some of your dreams. Ready? How about in the purple shirt? You look excited. What's your dream? A teacher. Wonderful. Let's go to this side of the room. Who's super excited about their dreams or their goals? How about in the shirt with the A on it?
I want to be a pop star.
A pop star. Awesome. Very good. How about in the white shirt? Go ahead. Hockey player. Awesome. What's your favorite team? Bruins? Excellent. And who else was speaking? In the yellow shirt. Go ahead. Yep. A football player. And what's your favorite football team? The Patriots. Awesome. Okay, guys, you ready to do some magic? Okay. Now, boys and girls, what you're about to learn is magic. But guess what? This is magic that's different than pulling a quarter out behind your ear, which is pretty cool, and I wish I could do that. This is magic that is scientifically proven to work, and this is magic that you can do every day, and it's been studied by scientists, and it helps you make your dreams come true. Does anybody know what an astronaut is? Raise your hand. Wonderful. This is what astronauts do. Does anybody know what an Olympic athlete is? Raise your hand. Okay, Olympic athletes are the best athletes in the world. This is what they do. And the reason that scientists know that this works, the magic that you're about to do, is because pretend like I'm an Olympic athlete. I know I don't really look like one, but let's pretend like I'm an Olympic athlete. And they said, Jane, before you go into the big games to run your events, we want you to close your eyes and picture yourself in the Olympic Games running your event. And just by closing my eyes, without even moving a muscle, I was standing still, they studied Olympic athletes and realized by just thinking about what they wanted to do in the Olympic Games that their muscles actually fired and acted as if they were running in the Olympic Games. And they said, how could that be? How could somebody who's not even moving a muscle just think something and their body actually followed? So they learned this big word I'm going to teach you called mental visualization. It's a real big word. And it's another word for close your eyes and visualize, which means on the count of 3, everybody's going to close your eyes and you're going to picture whatever your dream is, and you're going to picture yourself making all your dreams come true. Now, this is going to help you not only to believe in yourself, because when the mind sees yourself doing something, it helps you to believe in yourself, and that's the key to making your dreams come true. All right, but it's also going to help you stay motivated and focused on your dreams. All right, in the count of 3, ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. Now, I want you to picture yourself making all your dreams come true. Whether it's to be a teacher, a soccer player, a scientist, a doctor, a lawyer, I want you to know in your hearts and your minds, you can make any dream come true. All you have to do is believe in yourself, all right? Close your eyes if you need help to see yourself making your dreams come true. And you're going to meet people along the way who say, you can't do that. Don't listen to them. If you believe in yourself and you have a positive or good attitude and you stay in school, you can make any dream come true. Okay, open your eyes. All right, so the next step, boys and girls, the next magical step to making your dreams come true. What am I doing right now? Smiling. So So guess what? It's been proven that if you smile, it actually puts you in a better mood. And what's another way to help make your dreams come true is having a positive attitude or being in a really good mood with a smile on your face all the time. Because what happens, have you ever met somebody who was grumpy and grouchy and nasty all the time and in a bad mood? Raise your hand. Was it fun hanging out with that person? No. Have you ever met somebody who was in a great mood with a smile on their face, and when it was raining outside, they said, hey, let's watch a movie, order pizza, or play a video game, and they made the best out of every situation? Was it fun hanging out with that person? Right. Well, that person has what's called a positive attitude, which is another word for having a smile on your face all the time. So what we're going to do is smile for 5 seconds straight, because when you hold a smile for just 5 seconds straight, your cheek muscles tell your brain that you're happy, and it releases a chemical called oxytocin, which is a fancy word for happy juice. So everybody, on the count of 3 is going to smile, but you got to hold the smile for 5 seconds, and you're going to count with me, and you got to smile so hard your cheeks hurt. That's the way it's going to work. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, smile. Now count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha, don't you feel better already? Now, boys and girls, guess what happens when you have a positive or a good attitude? Guess what happens? Your friends want to be around you because you're a joy to be around. Your teachers will go the extra mile because they see that you care and you have a great attitude. All right? So it's real important to have a great positive attitude. Now, the third and final step to making your dreams come true is you got to stay in school. Education is so important. So if you do those 3 things, remember them for later. Close your eyes, visualize, to believe in yourself, have a positive attitude or a smile on your face, and stay in school. You can make any dream come true. Are you guys ready to have some fun? Yeah! Okay! Raise your hand if you want to see what the real Casey and Bella doggies look like. Here's Casey. Now, Casey loves to do tricks and loves to give kisses right on the mouth, but don't worry because we brush her teeth so her breath is nice and fresh. Let's meet Bella. This is Bella. Now, boys and girls, Bella's only 5 pounds. She's called a teacup Yorkie because when Bella was born, she was so small, she fit inside a teacup that you drink out of. That's how tiny she was. Okay? So, then Casey and Bella became best friends. Here they are hanging out. Here they are together. Who wants to see what Casey does when she's really excited and in a good mood? She smiles. But sometimes Bella's in a real nasty, bad mood. Do you want to see what Bella does when she's in a bad mood? She sticks her tongue out. But they're happy dogs. Here they are talking to each other about their next adventure. Boys and girls, I don't know if you noticed this in all the books that you read, but in each Casey and Bella adventure, Casey and Bella, which are real dogs, I'm Jane, Jeff is real as well, we're the owners of Casey and Bella. As soon as we leave, they plot an adventure, they talk about where they're going to go, and they sneak out on an adventure. But they always have to sneak back in before Jane and Jeff get home so they don't get caught. But if you notice, they always leave a clue behind, and that's how they get caught. I donated a set of the stuffed animals and all 5 Casey and Bella adventures to your school's library, so for free you can read the books anytime you want. Now that you know that they're real doggies, does anybody want to see a quick video of Casey and Bella? All right. First, I'm going to show you a video of Bella. This is called Bella Does the Weather for Fox 5.
On our Friday and weekend forecast. Good morning, Mike. Mike and Brand, actually. We got little Bella here. I'm trying to squeeze her tight. She's a little cold. That's the forecast. One of the forecasts. That's Bella. She got a little shiver going on, right? Bella. She's the starter. Casey and Bella go to New York City. I just read the book and it is cool. I know it's
Okay, I can't show you a video of Bella without her best friend Casey, right? Because they do everything together. First of all, raise your hand if you want to see what Casey does when she begs for a treat. Okay, let's check out Casey begging for a treat. Isn't she silly? So, boys and girls, now that you know they're real doggies, and you guys as authors can do the same thing because there's no difference between you guys and myself. You could become published tomorrow. You could write stories about your own pets. Or when you're in 3rd grade, for the 2nd graders, you can even enter the Casey and Bella writing contest, where each year, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders can write stories about Casey and Bella for their next adventure. And the winner story becomes published as the next book in the Casey and Bella book series. I started this writing contest to show you guys that you're talented authors with great ideas, and I believe you can come up with much better ideas than I could ever come up with, and you get a chance each year to become published.